Hi, my name is Colin. Welcome back to episode 6 in my music career series, How to Become a Music Professor and What Will You Do as a Music Professor? To become a music professor, you most likely need a doctoral degree or a Ph.D. in a specialization. Here's the list of the specializations. We have music performance, it can be a jazz or classical instrument, collaborative piano, instrumental conducting, choral conducting, music education, musicology, ethnomusicology, music theory, music compositions, commercial music, and music technology. With that being said, you will be studying at a university probably until your late 20s or early 30s. Generally speaking, if you have a master's degree, which requires about 2 years of studying, then you will need an additional of 3 to 4 more years to complete your doctoral degree. However, if you don't have a master's degree, then it would take you at least 5 years to complete your doctoral degree. In other words, if you have a master's and go into a doctoral program, you will deduct 1 to 2 years of studying, so which save you some times going into a doctoral program because some of the skill sets are overlapping between the master's and the doctoral degree. Some people might actually don't go into a doctoral degree right away because they want to gain experience in their specializations before going into a doctoral program. Or some people might just need more time to decide what they want to go for the doctoral degree because there are so many specializations out there. For especially musicology and ethnomusicology, these two specializations might take you even longer because you have to learn the language of the country that you're researching in, unless that's your native language. Once you learn the language for a year or 2 or 3, depending on the school's requirement, you have to apply for a visa and live in that country for at least a year or 2 to perform your research. Also, there's not really a bachelor degree in music history. Most people who go into a musicology or ethnomusicology degree usually have a bachelor degree in music performance, and some of them double major in English because that will strengthen up their writing skills, especially you have to write a lot of articles and books aside from teaching. Depending on the school that you're applying, most schools require all doctoral students to study at least one foreign language for a year or 2, unless that's your native language. They offer an options to waiver the language requirement if you pass their language proficiency tests. Getting a doctoral degree in music education might take even longer as well because after you finish your master's degree and teacher credentials, you have to teach at a public school for a few years before you are allowed to entering a doctoral program in music education. You might be wondering, what does someone who has a doctoral degree in music education do? They do research and create methods to teach music for children in a much more efficient way. In regards to becoming a commercial music, professors like teaching a commercial instruments or songwriting, lyrics writing, or music technology professor, all you need is a master's degree because there's not really any school offers a doctoral degree in these two specializations. However, the university will also expect you to have industry experience. In other words, by factoring the time for you to gain industry experience, it will take you about the same amount of time to become a professor as compared to other specializations. On average, if you're a full-time professor, you will teach about 2 to 3 classes per term, or just 1 or 0 classes if you're the department chair. On top of teaching, you will be doing administrative work like revising the current curriculum, recruitment, budgeting for equipment, having weekly meeting with other school staff and the dean, and invite guest speakers to give presentations or invite guest players to come to the school to perform for students. At the same time, you will be doing research and writing articles to publish and present them in conferences. You might be wondering how the music department divides the administrative task. The full-time music performance, instrumental conducting, and choral conducting professors might not be doing as much research compared to other specializations, so they most likely take on more administrative work or possibly become the department chair. Again, any specialization as a music professor is equally capable to become the department chair. Indeed, with all the tasks that I stated in this video, a music professor can easily have over 40 hours of workload per week. If you want to go for this path, please remember getting a doctoral degree is not a guaranteed ticket for you to get the job because nowadays there are so many musicians with a doctoral degree. You might likely find an adjunct or a lecturer positions and work there for 3 to 5 years before you get your tenure track positions. If that's the case, I don't think it's bad at all because you still end up getting a tenure track position. There are also some music professor jobs that require you to be able to fill in gaps in multiple specializations. Here's an example of the salary schedule of being a professor. Also, for whatever reason, if you don't like to teach at a college after you get your doctoral degree and end up teaching at a public school, here's your salary schedule. You most likely will be placed in column E because you have a doctoral or a PhD, so which is pretty good because you are the last column, which is the highest paid column being a public school music teacher. Anyhow, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. If you have any questions, leave your comments below. I will get back to you as soon as possible. I look forward to see you guys on episode 7. What can you do as a music performer part 2? This episode will gear towards to becoming a pop musician.